Dear Mrs. Consultant, we are pleased to announce that the incineration technology for the solid waste management proposed by the Wasteless has won the final selection. The grant for a project to solve the emerging global solid waste issues in different cities has been approved. We are looking forward to cooperate with you and your future clients. Ah, that is nice. Finally, they have realized that our technology is the one to clean the world. Maybe I should offer this technology to my Chilean client, and I know there is someone in Bangladesh also interested. And I haven't also heard long time from my Dutch client. I think she's doing pretty well there. But I should go first to her and check how it's going before I'm going to my new client. Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag, Kaiva.
A long time no see. So how is it going around here? How is it with the technology?
Well, it's going fine, but we are still recovering from high investment costs. But getting better, slowly. We are cutting the energy costs quite significantly because of energy recovery.
I'm glad to hear that. So you're actually doing quite well here.
Well, we are doing quite well, but to be honest, and it may sound a little bit horrible for you, not really environmentally friendly. Sometimes we think that government shouldn't invest so much in all those circularity actions, campaigns, waste minimization, recycling, resource recovery, because we are slowly getting out of the fuel.
No.
To give you an example, we have to import the waste from our neighbors overseas from UK at this moment.
Oh. But as far as it's profitable, it's not that bad, isn't it?
Well, you could say so, but there are also other issues. Our neighbors, the residential areas, are complaining more and more about all kinds of nuisances, like a smell and emission of toxic gases, and they speculate on all kinds of possible health risk and hazards. So this is also something that we have to deal with. But probably you have some solution for this, right?
Oh, but we already have this 3-filter system implemented, right? So it should remove all the significant stuff. There shouldn't be no problem with that either. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, Kaiva. How are you?
I'm good. Actually, I'm here in Chile to offer you the most promising waste treatment technology that's been going around in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the most popular at the moment, and basically the thing is that you can burn your residues from the city and turn them into energy.
Oh wow, we are interested. We're running into so many problems here with the landfill, you know. The capacity is full already like for 3 years ago, and no one wants a new landfill near to them, so then we have this not in my backyard problem. The waste is just going to the current site, and we're having even fires lately. We got a big fire last summer, so it's really complicated at the moment.
All right. You know that our incineration technology, it will provide you 90% of volume reduction of the waste. Imagine all the land savings. And besides, you can build it right next to the current landfill. Keep the current traffic roads, transportation roads, and you don't even have to purchase extra land for the landfill. And I know the land is getting quite expensive here in Chile with those urbanization rates.
It is. So I'm very interested. Tell me something, does it need something special from the user side? Because, you know, users here sometimes are not so easy to take up new technologies or new tasks. We are not separating the waste, for example, at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't see that as a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the Netherlands, we have this scheme working perfectly. People are separating and it just works. So I think I can draw you up some system here too, and you could just implement it.
Okay, I'm curious, you know, the mayor is interested in investing in these new technologies and new waste schemes, so that will give him a lot of new popularity.
Oh.
So I think it sounds really good. Tell me about the costs. Is it very expensive? Remember, we are third world here, so...
Yeah, well, the costs are, of course, way more expensive than the current landfill costs, but we can probably draw you up some flexible scheme. For instance, you could pay the the money that you dedicated for the new landfill, you would pay that to us instantly, like the installment, and the rest you could pay over the 5 years with some nice interest rates. We can work something out, I think.
Oh, that sounds good. You know, we are here for 3 years more in government, so if we can pay 5 years, then it's not our problem anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go forward. Thank
So
you.
let's do the paperwork and figure this out.
Yes, let's do that.
Great, thank you.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to offer you a solution for your waste management issue here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually the truth is we only collect half of the waste and we bring them to the disposal site. The collection cost is quite high, even for some companies, even for some residents, you know.
Yeah. Well, I imagine all the environmental issues that you're facing with all the current disposal practice. But if you would implement our incineration technology, there would be no more soil pollution, no more groundwater pollution,
Okay.
no more greenhouse gas emissions. Not even looking at a 90% volume reduction of the waste amount. And think about also health of wildlife and the waste pickers that are roaming around the dock site. No more problems for them either. Not even talking about aesthetic image. The whole image of the city would improve. No smells, prettier environment. I would say that could be a desirable tourist destination for the next years.
Tourist destination, yeah. I would be
Oh.
really happy to see our city is transforming into this way. But yeah, the cost seems a bit too high for us, you know.
I'm sure that we can draw up you some affordable scheme that
Oh,
would really
really?
work for you.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that I
Okay.
can push things around.
Okay, then let's give it a try, yeah?
Yeah,
Sure.
you.
Thank you.
So tell me, how did it go for the last 10 years around here?
Well, was not easy. The pay back took more time than expected, and we had the issue to invest a lot in new control measures to lower the emissions. Otherwise, we wouldn't comply with the EU regulations, and the plant would simply get shut down.
Yeah. But I assume you can still buy some waste from England, can't you?
It would be really great. We look with a lot of pleasure in history when we were having plenty of waste from our neighbors. But situation changed significantly. As you know, the fuel prices went so high that we cannot afford all this shipping and transportation. And moreover, there are a lot of companies in the Netherlands, solid waste management companies, that simply fight for the waste and compete for those clients. So at the end, we end like with 1/3 of the waste we had before, and there is no plastic in it. And this way, we are losing on our recovery because we lose the high calorific value coming from this type of waste.
Oh, but listening to all those issues you have here, I might have a solution. And we are working on a new technology for the nice to see you again. How has it been?
Hi, Kaiva. Good to see you too. Well, you know, I'm not in the government anymore, so what brings you around?
Yeah, I'm just traveling around and checking for new clients, and I decided to step by you and see, because we made a good deal 10 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, it seems so, but you know, it was not as smooth as it all seemed to. For example, with this separation of the waste, it took us 5 years just to re-educate people to more or less separate well the waste. And once the city achieved that, then you know, all these recycling facilities were also booming. They got support from the national government because it also helps people, so it has social incentives. So now, you know, recyclers are having most of the waste, and I think the incineration plant is not getting enough waste to pay for the loan. Huh? Remember the loan? Well, I've heard from the current government they are not very happy with the interest rate we negotiated, and yeah, they're having issues paying that big loan and all the interest in debt.
Yeah, I remember we made some special agreement with you back then.
Yes. Well, and the third issue is actually the national government is going to implement a new law and that has to do with emissions. So maybe that's a good business for you. We need to clean the emissions from that plant. Remember back then we didn't invest in that.
Could you maybe tell me names of those people working there now, so I could drop by since I'm already across the ocean?
Yes, I will give you some names, and you can offer them this treatment technology for the emissions. You can say you go in my name.
You know, we are still struggling with all the waste. The garbage trucks that we're using, they are not really good. Most of the time they're just sitting in the garage. And at the beginning we used to burn everything, but the problem was the moisture content was really high. So we decided, you know, we need to separate things before we burn. So we started mixing everything, but you know, people, they are not really good with mixing, and it's really difficult to separate. At the same time, it can also be hazardous for the workers who are working. Right now the population is also increasing at the city, so yeah, there are a lot of illegal dumping sites. The cost was too high for the plant, so we also stopped it. Now situation is getting out of hand.